Good evening, all of you. Welcome you all in Angel Broking webinar. So today we are discussing on commodity and currency outlook for year 2021. So as we know that market was very volatile in the session of year 2020 due to this coronavirus pandemic. So today we are on. If you talk about the equity market today, again we made a lifetime high, and Nifty also made a lifetime high. And apart from that, if we talk about the commodity market, it's also on a very positive side. In this year, we have noticed that gold and silver made a new high, and again we have noticed that base metals also uh, made a new lifetime high. Copper made a new lifetime high. Currency on a appreciated mode. Dollar index, US dollar on a very 3 years low, and in this year we have noticed that where crude made a lifetime low of -$40 per barrel, and again it's on you can say on a year high, almost $48 per barrel. So this is you can say a very volatile year. This was very volatile year, and in this year we have noticed so many important things which provides support to our economy, all the and also the global economy. Because in this year we have noticed that so many means you can say very on a FDI increase their investment in India. Uh, so this is a very important year, and since we are on a very last few 2 days are left only. So today we are discussing on commodity and currency outlook. So as this is a very important year in terms of investment, in terms of returns, in terms of uh, so now start with our presentation. So today we are discussing on commodity and currency outlook. As we know that it's a commodity segment, and currency segment is very important for the investment basket, because we have noticed that so many stocks, so many equity are totally depend on the commodities, and also so many stocks are totally depend on the currency. So this is a very important topic where we should discuss on that, because we are thinking that commodity and currency is a product which uh, gives you a support in the time of pandemic. Because if we check where in year 2020, around in March 2020, equity market was crashed, and at that moment we have noticed that uh, gold market increased sharply and made a lifetime high. So it's a very interesting subject, and um, as we think, people are definitely heard about the gold movement. People definitely heard about the crude oil movement, and people already heard about the base metal movement, because these are the commodities which are totally based and related to the equity market. Because in equity there are so many stocks which are related to the base metal. There are so many stocks which are related to the agri commodities. There are so many stocks which are related to the there are so many there are so many stocks which are totally related to the energy segment. So since commodity market is not only for the investment purpose, but it's also important for to the knowledge, increase in knowledge. Because commodity, we are generally as a layman, we are use this commodity in our life also. Because we used gold, we used petrol, diesel, we used all the agriculture commodity in our lifestyle. So we should not no have the knowledge about the price sensitive of the commodities, price related movement, price related options, price related uh, you know price related topics. We should know about the commodity and currency. And currency, yes, we have USD, INR, dollar, which is very important for our economy also. Because currently our current account deficit on a very you can say on a surplus side, and if we talk about our forex reserve, it's on a lifetime high. So we are, as far as concerned about the our economy, we are far better than other economy. But due to this coronavirus, we have noticed that our economy, GDP was very drastically fallen out, and again we are expecting we will recover from this correction. So we start my presentation because it's very important to know about our commodity and currency perspective for year 2021. So find a way to make money while you sleep, because it's very important, because commodity and currency is a product which running 24 hour, because it's a product which directly impacted from this economy. Whenever we saw any mishappening, any uncertainty in the economy, we saw a very good momentum, very high volatile in volatility in commodity and currency market. तो जब भी हम कोई भी अनसर्टेनिटी के बारे में बात करते हैं, तो हमारी जो इकोनॉमी है, हमारी जो कमोडिटी करेंसी है, उसके अंदर मूवमेंट देखने को मिलता है। तो और जब भी जनरली जब हम मतलब अगर हमको इफ़ वी वांट टू इन्वेस्ट इन और मेक आवर पोर्टफोलियो, सो वी शुड इनबिल्ड दिस प्रोडक्ट इन आवर in portfolio basket. So there are the few factors which are very important for the effect to the financial market. Flow of foreign institutional investor, political stability, growth of gross domestic product, inflation, liquidity, different interest rates, and global level factor. So these are the very important factor which are very useful for any financial market. And as far as concern about the economic concern, these are the factor which are very useful for any economy. So we should focus on these factors. First of all, we look after the statistics of the coronavirus. Um, Currently, globally, we have around 7 crore confirmed cases for coronavirus. Apart from that, almost 16 lakhs people were died. And you can say, in if we talk about the region wise, America, Southeast Asia, America, Europe, American, Europe, America, these are the regions which are mainly affected by this coronavirus. And because US is the developed country, India is a developing emerging market, and other country also, you can say, a developed countries. So India is if we check the topmost list, India is on the topmost list. And we have noticed that due to this coronavirus pandemic, we hurt a very drastically. So our GDP fall down very drastically, क्योंकि इस कोरोना वायरस की वजह से हमने देखा है कि हमारे देश में लॉकडाउन लगा। उसके बाद कंपनीज़ जो इकोनॉमी थी वो बंद हुई, फिर उसके बाद दोबारा स्टार्ट हुई और धीरे-धीरे गति पकड़ती हुई दिखाई दी है। सो इट मीन्स वी आर ऑन ट्रैक, बट वेरी स्लोली, ऑन अ स्लो पेस. So definitely we are expecting uh, that we will recover from this pandemic. I would like to share one important data also. The recovery and death rate from this coronavirus. If you see the chart, you can see earlier in 2020 our death rate was very high, but right now death rate uh, is now very low, almost you can say 0%. But if we check our recovery rate, earlier it was very less, but right now we are around 96 97%. So this is a global meter. It means we are uh, working on coronavirus pandemic to come out from this pandemic. And our recovery rate on a very high level, 96 97%, which is very good. And due to this we have noticed that world indexes are performing well. Even if we talk about the US index, European indexes, global index, gold, silver, base metal index, and equity market index, all the indexes are recovering from lower to higher side. It means we are recovery from this coronavirus pandemic, and we are preparing uh, for this to fight with this coronavirus in terms of vaccination development, distribution of vaccination. Even recently we have noticed US economy announced two aids, two stimulus packages for the economy to recover from this coronavirus case. So we are seeing that we are on a very positive side. and our recovery rate on a very high side. So this is very good for the economy. Now I would like to share one more data which is related to our economy and other economies. If you see the data, our GDP in growth percentage is almost minus 10%, and in 2009 uh, it was around 2868.93, which is in 2020 is 2592.58. Because you can say differentiate almost growth on a minus 10%, so which is a very negative for the India due to this lockdown. One more data is the purchase price parity in India in 2019. It was around 9542 per capita, but in 2020 it is around 8681, means per capita price parity, which is you can say on a very lower side. So we are seeing that purchase price parity is a very lower side in 2020, and there is a whenever we if we recover from this coronavirus pandemic, so हम देखेंगे कि जो हमारा ग्रोथ रेट है वो अगेन इंक्रीज होता हुआ दिखाई देगा. तो इट मीन्स कि जैसे जैसे हमारा ग्रोथ रेट इंक्रीज होगा तो हमारी जो इकोनॉमी है इट विल राइज, एंड द ग्लोबल कंसर्न जो है वो ख़त्म होते हुए दिखाई देंगे, एंड ग्लोबल इकोनॉमी जो है वो अगेन on a track, and we are seeing that again it is going on a very slowly on a higher side. So one more slide, very important, which is shows that global activity indicator. So if you if you see this chart, this you can say directly that industrial production activity uh, and other manufacturing PMI increasing on a very rapidly in 2020. So if you see that in this industrial production, our industrial production increasing from a lower to on a higher side इन इफ़ वी सी अगर हम चार्ट देखते हैं तो अगर आप बिल्कुल लास्ट में जाके देखेंगे तो फरवरी मार्च में ये काफ़ी तेज़ी से नीचे गिरा था, और उसके बाद ये लोअर लेवल से सडनली रिकवर हुआ है, और अगर हम देखें तो अब 100 का जो डेविएशन है उसके ऊपर आता हुआ दिख रहा है. इफ़ वी सी मंथली वर्ल्ड ट्रेड वॉल्यूम्स इट्स आल्सो इंक्रीजिंग, एंड मैन्युफैक्चरिंग पीएमआई इट आल्सो इंक्रीजिंग, मींस in terms of industrial production, monthly trade volume, manufacturing PMI, all three major indicators are increasing from lower side to higher side. It means our economy increasing, world economy is increasing, and due to this we have noticed that our indexes are continuously increased and made a lifetime high, and our industrial production base metals, our gold, silver, and crude oil is also increasing from the lifetime low of minus $40 per barrel. So it means we are on a recovery pace. If we check out this global activity indicator, the important thing is commodity market development. If you see from last 2005 to year 2020, you can say in 2020 you can, if you see the chart, and here in year 2020 we are below 100, and right now after August 2020 all commodities like energy, food, and metals increasing from the lower levels, and the prices of energy, food, and metals also increased because the demand increased after the open of the lockdown. So means slowly our economy coming on the pace, because commodity is a raw material which used by the major economies, major industries to consume. If commodity price index increase from the lower levels to higher levels, and from the very lower levels, on a track, it means industries are consuming and the demand is increasing. So whenever the demand is increasing, economy automatically supports, economy automatically run and comes on the track. So हम देख रहे हैं कि यहाँ पे जो प्राइस इंडेक्स है वो लोअर लेवल से काफ़ी इंक्रीज़ हुआ है मार्च के महीने में। और उसके बाद काफ़ी अच्छा रिकवरी हमने कमोडिटी मार्केट का जो इंडेक्स है उसमें आती हुई देखी है। अगर आप बिल्कुल लास्ट में देखेंगे ईयर 2020 के आसपास में, तो आप देखेंगे कि अगस्त 2020 से काफ़ी अच्छी रिकवरी हमने नोटिस की है, which is supportive for our economy and for the global economy also. And due to this, we have noticed that all major economies like metals, foods, and energy segments prices are increased. So this is a very positive indicator. So whenever we talk about any economy, so commodity plays a very important role, because commodity provides the raw material, commodity provides the consumptions, provide commodity provide the spending. So commodity is a product which totally related to the all the things. So this is a very important thing, that commodity price index continuously increasing. So it means if our price increasing 2020, so it means in 2021 this index also increased. It will increase, and this will provide give very good support to our economy to also give also support to our equity market, and also give support to our economy, which will support to the GDP. And if the GDP increase, automatically our economy will rise. So and also global economy will also rise. In 2020, IMF says that global growth forecast lower, but after this development, I think they will try to means they will try to change their view on the global economic forecast, because we have noticed that commodity price index is are rising, and this will provide good support to the major economies. So this is the price chart of Sensex for today. From today, you can say till today, it's increased by 15% and made a high of 47714. You can see the price chart of the Sensex, where it made a low of 25,638, and from the low it increased and made a high of 47,714. It's a very good thing that in the pandemic uh, we have increased and made a lifetime high, and continuously from last 4 to 5 years we are continuously rising, because the trend is positive. So we are seeing that in 2021 the trend of Sensex and Nifty global indexes may also positive. So our we can say the trend of positive, because commodity prices are rising, industrial activities are growing, so the equity market also performing, major indexes also performing. It means the trend of equity market, because Sensex you can say any index is the important factor for to judge the economic growth. So Sensex is the mirror of our economy, and if Sensex is growing, so we can say that our economy is growing. So however in this year we saw a very sharp correction, and Sensex made a low of 4 years low of 25,638. But right now we are on a lifetime high. Similarly, Nifty is trading around on a lifetime high. So it means we are growing and we are on the right page. So this is the price chart of gold. You can see gold in this year, gold made a high of 56,191, and it's increased by 28.04. गोल्ड ने इस साल काफ़ी अच्छा रिटर्न दिया है, करीबन 28% का इंक्रीज़ हुआ है, और करीबन 56,191 का गोल्ड ने हाई बनाया है। इट मीन्स जो ट्रेंड है गोल्ड का वो आगे भी पॉजिटिव है। और अगर आप पूरा चार्ट देखेंगे 2005 से, ये मैं इसलिए लेकर आया हूँ क्योंकि इंटरेस्टिंगली अगर आप देखेंगे तो गोल्ड एक ऐसा प्रोडक्ट है जो सिर्फ लास्ट के 3 साल 2013 में ही करेक्ट हुआ है। बाकी कंटिन्यूसली इट्स राइजिंग, and the trend of gold we are expecting a positive into 2021, because there are so many things. because still the developments are needed, and US inflation and US interest rates are on a very lower side, so this will impact positive for the gold. Now let's talk about the silver price. Silver is also increasing in this year. Silver gave a return of 44.52%. In this year, it made a high of 77,949, and currently is trading around 67,509. So the trend of silver is also positive, because silver is not only a precious metal, it's also a part of industrial metal. So we are expecting a more positivity in silver in year 2021, because it's a part of industrial metal as well as the precious metal. So it will take support from gold, and as well as taking support from base metals also.